Hello and welcome to another live match watch along. United take on Brighton tonight. It's a away game for Brighton. With me joining is Chirag, the only guy I could get to cover all these matches. How's the lineup looking for? How's the lineup looking for you so far?
Yeah, it's a corner. So Bruno is taking it.
Bruno as number 9. Your views?
So so currently how they are playing here, like Mount has more striking position, and whereas Bruno plays as shadow striker. Yeah, but I guess
They got it
once
away.
Hoylund is back again, yeah, again once Hoylund is back, we will again, like there will be one midfielder they have to make make a way for Hoyland.
I think it's an unchanged United side from Eric Ten Hag. Do you think he's getting his first 11 right?
I guess let's see. It's a very early in the season, so let's see if this guy, he seems very vocal and from the sidelines. Let's see how it goes. By the way, one question. So if you see for our last season campaign,
Mhm.
our away games record was very poor.
That
Whereas
is true.
coming, this is our first away game for this season.
And I was just going through
So
different websites. Brighton are tipped to have the scales in their favor for this match. They had 3 goals
I
last
think
match
for
with
the
Welbeck
last
in
four
amazing
meetings,
form.
yeah, I think for the last four meetings, we only managed to beat them only once, the last meet, where we
And
beat
we
United
always get
by the
Brighton in
2-1.
early season, and usually it doesn't end
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
Brighton looks like a very well drilled side, and especially with the home crowd backing, it might be a little difficult for United to disassemble them and get to the match. Is it a foul by Rashford? No, plays
Yeah.
goes on, flicked it towards the back.
Mount is asking to come more to join him in the attack.
I think he needs some partners in pressing.
Yeah. So, how? What's your take on the concept of with a playing without a traditional number nine and playing with a false nine? So, what's your take on that?
Mm, I think it goes to show that Ten Hag trusts his player. That's why Harry Maguire has got a nod into the starting 11, as well as uh, I think if you look at it, uh, we didn't have the best of performance last night, but goes to show he's trying to fix one core group of people he wants to work with. I think he might bring on Zerky later tonight, but I think he's trying to get his first 11 pinned on.
Yeah. Do you think like once Hoyland is back, who's gonna have to step down? Like right now, we can as soon as Hoyland comes,
I think apart from
the
Hoylund, we
someone from
are in talks with one other midfielder. Looks like we are gonna agree in a loan with obligation to buy for Ugarte from PSG. So if he also
yeah,
comes in, there might be more vacant spaces to be covered up for United.
yes. By the way, you also signed a CDM, I guess, and very recently,
I think we signed a Mali-born uh, young
Mali.
prospect.
I'm not sure about his name right now. Oh no, Diallo.
It was on a platter almost. Had to do better.
Yeah, had to do.
If you can see, last match we were up against high press attacks, high press defense. So the back line needs to be quite high in this match as well. So close from Ahmad. In this match as well, the
But
back line from Brighton is quite high, but United are almost man to man onto their back line, almost threatening to push one ball beyond the back line and move across them.
the intensity looks much higher than the last match from the opponent. Yeah, I can see David
Zerky
smiling, Zagzi looking at the game,
and Anthony
Semedo
very
looking
uh,
anxious,
very
very
anxious,
anxious.
a little lost, I would say.
Yeah.
It isn't a nail biter yet.
What's your take on right now on the Sancho movement?
I think
Whom you're expected?
Sancho is out for the game, right, with an ear
Yes, out
infection as
is
reported.
training.
But we all
Uh,
know when
yeah.
someone goes out of the squad just before the transfer window closes, it's always a sign for a player to go out. Same with Ugarte. Ugarte has not been called up for the second matchday squad for PSG, similar to the first match day. So I think he might be on the way out. He had a falling out with Ten Hag, so I'm not expecting him to be readily called back into the 11. Um I expect him to move out as I think he would also prefer the move. It would give him a fresh start, much like Greenwood.
By the way, I just came to know about a conspiracy theory. I don't know about I'm not sure about much more about the truth of this scenario.
Hmm.
That why if it's any other club who wants Manuel Ugarte, PSG was ready to offload him even at a bit lower price. But as right now, PSG president is Nasir Al Khelafi, and
Hmm.
they're heavily influenced by the Qatar. And we also know Qatar was one of the uh, front runner bidder for to buy the 100% of our club.
That's right.
So that may be it's like a small fallout or like a small revenge, just cause right now even if it's a loan to obligation buy, and they are not ready to come down below 60 mil, whereas our new management is not ready to pay more than 40 to 45 mil, even if that's a loan with obligation to buy. So they are trying to take the
The
best.
only benefit we get if we move it to loan plus obligation to buy is that we get to set the books, move the books rather to 1 year later date. So technically, the transfer would go through next year, as this year would be on loan. So this would help in terms of financials. But I think
Yes.
PSG being a shrewd club who are very concerned with the financials. Nice move by Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah.
They would look to hold up their end of the bargain. Even though the
So
player
now
might not be their first priority. Nice move building up to the right, maybe. Mazarawi. Rashford in the front. Ball into
we
the
consider the free
box.
kick.
Ah,
Mazarawi looked much more confident and sharp. He knows his role and he can he's easily adapting to this pacey Premier League structure format.
it looks like a very bright start from Mazarawi from his career point of view. His career was in a stop still at Bayern, and he couldn't get much game time ahead of Lam and others. So looks like a good start, and he's a brilliant athlete.
Yes, let's see. Across 16 minutes time and it's still. So right now, what do you think? Like, is it like a low block gameplay, or they are playing like a trying to open us through the middle?
So I think they are gonna Brighton. They are known to press up and high. If you remember from I think 2 seasons back when Ronaldo was still here, the Ericsson goal, not the Ericsson goal. We I think we hurled it 4-0. Good steal from Mainu into the box. Ah, straight to goalkeeper. But I think
Yeah.
they press quite high into our attack, into our defensive third, and they create a lot of problems through the movement. They have a lot of very well drilled players, including our ex
Yes.
striker Welbeck, and Mitoma has been blazing the pitch since last year. He has been in good form this year as well. So they are always a good side to uh,
So
keep
now
a
it's
watch on.
Brighton on attack. Nice defense. Nice defending by Casemiro. Oh no, we lost again.
I
It's
need
like a aimless pass.
I think we need to be a little clinical when we are clearing our backlines. We have to have the passes exact.
Yeah. I think right now, if you see Casemiro is playing with a much more defensive cover, this is like the position where he plays the best. Like playing a giving the team a defensive cover, playing as a defensive like shield, doing all the dirty work.
Good take from Bruno. And I think this suits our other midfielder Mainu as well. Mainu, I think
But
he has a little more technical flair, and having an anchor like Casemiro back with him, it helps Mainu adventure around in the number 6 position for a bit.
mm. But do you think once like we get our so we are right now able to proceed with this with this formation or with this screening because right now we don't have a, like traditional number nine,
Uh,
whereas once we get a
too
traditional
fast for
number nine.
Rashford. Mm,
Yeah, once we
maybe.
get a like traditional number nine, when Hoylund comes into the place, don't you think again Casemiro will become a vulnerable because we have to sacrifice one of the midfields there to place to fit Hoylund. As soon as
Maybe, but
main
Hoylund's
midfield
what he
gets
does is he covers up uh, the passing lanes pretty well as he's good in pressing and he has physical presence in abundance. He holds up the ball well. So I
as per this year transfer policy or the transfer uh, s- techniques or strategy they whatever they, but I'm not sure why Manchester United as a team didn't focus much on a left back position because right now if you see we are playing, we don't have our regular left backs available and we are playing our right back as a left back.
I think that's the beauty with Dallo.
What?
He has been with the United side for quite some time. He knows how Ten Hag likes to develop the game. I think his presence is well worth it, but I think this is the last chance for Malaysia and I think Luke Shaw as well.
Luke
Luke Shaw
Shaw.
has been a wonderful servant for United. I still remember the Europa Cup final when he came in to see the match on his crutches with a broken leg. He has been cursed
Yes,
with a number of terrible injuries. Good tackle, but
good.
at the same time, I think it's
I
much
even
needed that
remember
we get
Luke
our
Shaw's
left back
goal
position
against.
sorted.
I even remember Luke Shaw's goal against City.
Oh
That
yeah,
amazing run.
yes, definitely. I think he always has this flair and his
He
crosses are
created the
quite well.
first. Uh, yeah. He, okay, Amad Diallo. Pass it down to Bruno.
Mino,
Lisa. Again, Mainu. Moves back to Licha.
that's
Okay.
a handball. That's a handball.
Okay, why is the. Yeah, that's a foul.
No, that's a handball. Clear. I think that yeah, that touched his hand. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
took the ball away from him.
it.
That should be a card.
See how Bruno was shouting.
Any plans to do some similar things into the match later tonight?
So, what do you think this ball will come go close towards the first
I
post,
think
or
towards
he's
the.
gonna share it, give it to the
I think
second
he's
post?
gonna put it into the second post. Uh, I think Casemiro is marking the spot for him so that he doesn't miss us.
Mm.
Casemiro is just
Yes,
ensuring.
Casemiro is also is a very lethal for us from the set pieces. And I
Yes.
see Ahmad also signaling Ahmad. Okay, Ahmad took the free kick.
Ah,
Oh, again,
close.
it's a Casemiro only. He's he's literally just scolding Ahmad.
Marginally offside? No, I think no.
No, no, it's not my off. Casemiro was not in an offside position, but Casemiro was
I think the
expecting a ball a bit.
direction should have been a little better. You can
Yeah,
see
it's pouring
it's
bad.
drizzling. Yeah, I think pouring would be the correct word. It's pouring over there into
Just
the
pouring.
American Express Stadium for
Yeah,
Brighton.
MS Stadium. It's just like pouring. See, you can see the even you can see the pouring stream over the match cam also.
Right.
So, what
Good skill.
player
Good
gets
skill.
additional benefits in such a rainy condition?
I think it's good for the strikers. Oftentimes, you get as a defender you slip, and we all know what happens when you slip. You know the infamous Stevie G
Yes,
onto the Crystal Palace match, if I'm not wrong, and
yes.
one slip it all it takes, and the title is suddenly gone.
Stevie G was against Chelsea.
Chelsea, yes, I think Demba Ba scored the goal.
Yeah, Dembaba who scored the goal.
Yes. So all it takes is a little slip, and I think rain provides
All it takes is just a one miss.
a
But
better.
right now, don't you think the sleeping part is much more reduced due to the boots they are using, the equipments like and the
Absolutely.
quality
So
of
the sort
grass and
of
everything has
yes,
been
the sort of boots and the
spoiled. Yeah.
maintenance of the pitch is very high. You can see almost there is little to no interference of rain onto the pitch. If you see any of the tracks over here, it would be spoiled in mud, literally. But over onto the UK, I think they have a lot of groundsmen with good condition to keep up this uh, overwhelming adverse condition. But at the same time, the overall weather of UK is similar to sort of rain all year sort of uh, season, since it drizzles more
The
often in
weather is
Manchester.
more like a
So United players should
yeah,
be quite used to it.
yeah. So they said it's a away match, but United made the like weather as their home.
Good interplay from Mount onto
Hmm.
Bruno. Tries a
Again, we got a
Travella. It's
corner.
a corner. So we couldn't go to the predictions. What's the prediction for today?
Yeah. Watching these players playing their heart out, I'll go for a again like a 1-0 to 2-1 win for United.
I think there would be more than one goal into this match. Oh, close, close. They're keeping the flag down. A good steal
Yes.
from good distribution as well. Is it a foul
Again,
just outside the box? A
Maguire
good
and Rashford.
shot? No. Very close, very close.
It was just marginally. He was dipping in, but just kisses the bar and went over.
I think it's a good steal and a distribution from Casemiro which started this move. Casemiro has been a lively spark onto the midfield.
Yes. Casemiro is playing really good as a defensive mountain, whereas going to attack and trying to nod it to the goal.
Definitely, and you can see already United having more of the position, 55%. Three shots onto the target. No shots on the target. I think three
Considering
shots
more
total.
intent on
I think
I think
considering
we
previous seasons,
both
we
of the teams took the
started
chances.
the match well.
Yeah, I guess the first 5 to 10 minutes, Brighton showed a lot of intent and everything. But whereas right now I can see much more intent right now from United,
Yes, I think United is growing
trying
back
to
into the game.
keep the ball, passing, keep the ball, keep the possession, look for a good position, options to play, pass the ball, and also trying to keep an eye on the chances.
I think he moved at least 3 or 4 yards just with the ball in his hand off to the sideline.
Yes.
And I think having a combination of good, stable defender with Licha, it really makes a difference. All
Yes.
it needed is a good pass, and Rashford would have been away.
You can remember like the first season when we got Rafa Varane and Licha Martinez together.
Hmm.
We our defense really looked sorted, whereas keeping Diego Dallo or Van Bissaka at the right and Luke Shaw was like on his prime form on the left. I
The
think
only
that's
only
what
issue
much
with
touched
Rafa
me
Varane,
because
I think the transfer happened
yeah,
5 years too late. Uh, I
yeah,
think with Rafa, the challenge was to keep him fit, keep him ready for 90 minutes. Whereas Maguire, I think he's fit for 90 minutes. If Ten Hag trusts him for 90 minutes, we have to see throughout the season. But Delete is on a prime contention to take his spot, as well as that's a foul. That's a foul. Hopefully, that's not a card. I hope he escapes. Yeah, he escaped. And I think we have Lenny Yoro, who's right now
okay.
injured.
We got a opening. Okay, it's Mainu. No, it's Rashford inside the box.
I think
No,
Rashford has to be a tried little bit quicker.
don't you think Rashford's these sorts of gameplay is becoming much more predictable? Because each and every match we are seeing the same pattern of play from Rashford. Get the
Offside.
ball, try to try to get inside the box, like then do a one player
We were
take
three on
on, then
two to the I think the pass could have been slightly better. I think we were through 3-on-2.
Yes.
Good cover from Dalo.
Good covers. Okay,
You
no,
shouldn't
he
be
lost
losing the ball
play.
like that.
I know.
Nice
Okay.
nutmeg. Okay. Good
Okay,
body
nice,
feint.
nice.
Go on,
Body
Bruno.
feint,
Go
but
on, Bruno.
yes,
Ah,
it's a foul.
no, no, no. Play on, play on.
Foul.
I think Rashford had to hold the ball, give Bruno some respite before demanding him to be played 1-2. Threatening ball into the box. I think Maguire had no idea,
No,
and
no.
we
We
conceded.
going. We conceded,
And I
and
think
it's
it's a
our best
ex
player
United
scored against
striker
us.
scoring against us. We are down 1-0. I think the
Just
prediction were
first one
very
goal
true.
in this competition.
They didn't have
Yes.
it. It's almost against the run of the play, but have to say they sort of deserve it. You can see Casemiro is absolutely
And
furious.
the United defense looks devastated. They were shocked to concede goal when the complete motion was against them. But
It's a little, I think, lack of understanding
oh,
between Maguire.
Mazerui and uh, cause
I think either
Maguire
Lisandro or
versus Ghana.
between Lisandro and Casemiro, someone
Lisandro
had
came
to fall
from
back.
back. Yes, yes. We expected one more player. Okay, we that's like a good reply. Instant.
That's a goal.
Oh,
That's a goal. Or it's
that's a goal.
no, no, it's
That's
flag is up, flag is up,
offside.
flag is up.
Flag is up. Okay.
It would be checked, I think.
I guess it would be checked.
He's offside, I think. No, 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 the ball
Offside,
is
I
not.
guess.
Yeah, he's
We need to
offside.
check. Yeah, it looks offside from the naked eye, but let's see what the lines say. Oh,
It was almost accidental. I think from this season onwards, the referee have to discuss and publicly say out the decision in terms of if he chooses to review a
right now, like
decision by
this season
himself.
they changed. Yeah, this season they changed it. They're using the semi-automatic offside rule right now.
Yes.
And you see, though it's like a VR check, but the results came very pretty quickly.
I think we are missing a number 9.
Yeah.
See, right now it has to be more than one goal into this contest. Hopefully they play on and it's not a foul.
Yeah. We at least right now should have been lead by 2-0, 2-1.
So there has to be more than one goal onto this match. If we are has always been a very difficult uh, journey in recent times. The sort of brand of football they play, they are used to a much more control towards the ball. They're a tough organized side to beat.
Yeah, it looks like.
United enjoying more of the possession, but right now still need to be much more
The
effective.
scoreboards is like, yeah, they have the United have sheer percentage on the team possession side, whereas the scoreboards speaks differently. We need to make our performance reflect in the scoreboard, and for that we need Mason Mount. Oh,
Another corner.
yeah. Okay. Again, another set piece.
Ah,
Oh, it's
we
gone
get
to
a
a throw
corner.
in.
We get a throw in
No,
here.
it's throw in, yeah.
What do you think is going on Ten Hag's mind?
Looks like the plan that he came up with is still not changing his first initial plan A. Because I guess,
Good ball to
okay,
Bruno.
Bruno, Mount,
Ah,
it was a
you
venomous
had to
shot.
do better. I think Bruno could have just turned and shot the ball. I think that's a better opportunity.
I guess, yeah, but right now, if you see the replay, it as soon as Bruno touched it, it went away from his body.
Yeah, it needed a better first touch.
Because he never intended to take the shot. He intended to pass it to a coming player in the box.
I think that's the difference. If you're number nine, you would have taken the shot.
Yes, that's a instinct of number nine. Like take a shot from that position.
From a personal point of view, as a midfielder, they always look to pass the ball, set up someone for the goal. But you need someone who can produce good inputs towards the shot, towards the
And
target.
Mitoma running from the wings. Mitoma, okay, it's a
Wayward ball.
very wayward ball.
Brighton players claiming it had a deflection, but we are happy to take it.
It's never looked like from a naked eye. It never looks like a deflection.
I think it had a deflection, but we'll take that.
Yeah, on any day. We got a throw in again.
That's a foul. So right now, just looking at the bare match stats, we still have more position, 54%, 5 to 3 total shots. We both had one shots each on target. United having enjoying bulk of the position with 230 passes in total, 200 total pass completed. We've one more tackle, 5 to 3. Neck and neck on aerial duels one.
What was our XG right now? You guys are checking the stats.
Uh, right now might be a little difficult to predict the XG accurately.
Okay, Rashford. Bruno. Okay, nicely smothered by. But here it looks like Mainu Rashford is injured. Again, the injury crisis. Please. Please, Rashmi.
He was stripped, it feels.
Yeah.
And injuries are especially more painful if it's raining or cold.
Yes.
So hopefully the bodies are all warmed up so that he can stay put at least till the halftime. Any changes you foresee onto the halftime?
I guess standing on this score line, Ten Hag would love to go on a attacking. So I'll love to see Zirkzee's introduction a bit early, Zirkzee and Garnacho. And right now, like seeing like how
Good defensive
Spain,
cover.
how they, like how much they're attacking with speed and everything. I'd love to have a pacey center back that is Matthias Delete. So it will be very interesting to see Matthias Delete in in such a quick condition.
That makes sense, but I think I would rather switch on someone into the front first to see if that's working. I think we are having good,
We are
decent build-ups.
talking about whom we can take in or who can join in the game. But who's gonna who's with whom's performance you are still not much impressed and you want them to sub off.
Uh, I think I would not say not impressed, but Mount as a number 10 is not working quite well. It's almost like an overlap between Bruno and Mount at times. That's why the movement onto the final third it's a lot slower, sluggish. If we can move the ball, should be a foul up we play on. No, yeah, it's a foul to Mino. If we can try, that's a decent
It's
ball.
a switch of play, but we
Conceded the
lost
position.
our possession.
If we can move the ball a little faster onto the final third, have some good players, some pacey players running onto the back of the defenders, I think we can break this defense down. But so far, the Brighton's defense look without much of a threat.
Much more solid and they are much more organized. They are playing with a three man mid defense, whereas the fourth defender they are using as the
Had to be a better
defensive
pass from
cover.
Casemiro.
But that is a pretty you can see that's pretty low
Good track back from Rashford.
and don't you think like playing on a rainy day, Brighton have taken a very good approach of long passing approach, long passing game.
I think you have to put the ball in good areas. Something that they have been able to do better. When we move forward, usually there are uh, more Brighton players moving back in, right, to cover their box.
Right now, if you see right now, see, the players are much more concentrated at the back only. They started playing a low block as soon as they scored a goal.
Which is good game management. But I think right now this is the point when some good pep talks and some tactical changes might bring Manchester United back to the game.
Yes, right now we need those pep
From the
talks.
bench,
So
who do
how
you
much
see?
time we just got 1 minute of extra time. So this half is coming to an end very soon.
So from the bench, who do you see coming on?
I guess three substitution I can we can confirm. That is one Xerxes, second one is our delete, and third one is Garnacho. We can see these three are happening, but the rest two we need to see who's gonna be the player.
Wayward pass.
Okay, Ahmad. Oh no, Ahmad, you need to pass it.
I think
You
almost
need to
about to
pass it
the.
much more. Make it quick, make it quick. We don't have much time. We are almost about to tap out this half. Yeah, the half taps out.
So
Wow.
far,
Right,
what's your
standing at the
prediction?
half time. We are just yeah, we are just 1-0 down. Standing at this position, we expect like how we played, how we created the game. If we should have, or we will surely score a goal, and we'll take this match coming to our favor because we are gonna see the introduction of a number nine in our game. So I'm expecting that the way we are making the passes, we are creating the chances, that will be continued, and we can see much more goals, much more in intent in this second half. But I have one question for you. Now standing at 1-0 down and just coming down once you are coming back from half time. So do you want to make your change immediately right after the half time, or you want to again see the gameplay, wait for 10-15 minutes and then do a uh, substitution?
I think United had very little creativity when going forward. So I think something has to give. Either it has to be Mount or Rashford or Diallo. Uh, we have to change any one of them, uh, at least to have more penetration. It shows Dalot had the best of his game of United's amongst the United players over at left back with a rating of 6.7. Onana having the lowest 5.9 for United, whereas pretty solid ratings. Steele having rating of 6.9. Their goalkeeper, Heck, their centre back with 7.2. So
Let
I
me
think they're doing
again,
pretty well.
ratings are very much because though they have been a goal up, but there is not like a big difference in rating between the two teams. That means we are playing good. We are creating chances in a better way. So that means we just need the finishing. We are creating the XG, but it's not. It needs to be changed to a goal. That's the thing. We need the number nine, but we need the number nine. So I
If you
guess
can see my screen right
that's the
now,
need of an hour.
yes, if you can see my screen right now, Brighton they have attacked more towards their right hand side, very little onto the left hand side, and they mostly are playing very central. If you can see the heat map,
Yeah.
and for United, they are concentrated towards the left, but very isolated attacks onto the right as well. But at the same time, they are much more wide, and hopefully they would be able to get someone onto the center so can they can utilize the depth of the field.
Yes. So
Can you
what?
see the heat map?
Yes.
So these are the shots. This is from I think United, and this one's from Brighton. 5 shots for United, but not much luck. Passes all across. XG is 0.36 for us, whereas it's 0.83 for the Brighton. They almost deserve the goal. And frankly, I think it was a lapse of concentration for the defenders. That's what resulted in the goal.
We are dominating from the stat wise, but then the end of the day, it's the score line which talks.
Definitely, definitely.
We may be the better team on the pitch. We may be the best team, but at the end of the day, the 3 point matters and the score line matters. Nothing much more.
So, what's the expectation from second half? How do you think United gonna play out? And do you see United coming back to this match?
I can totally see United coming back to this match because you can see as soon as we scored, we conceded the goal. We tried to score it. Yeah, it was unlucky one. It was an offside, but the intent was there. Even if you see, even before the goal, also if you see Ahmad's chance or what the chances that Rashford got, it was like
I think
it
Ahmad
was
should
a
have scored. It was on a platter
yeah,
for
it
him.
was a
At least he should have
so
put it on target. If you don't hit it on target, then you couldn't score.
yes. The only question is like when this floodgate is gonna break.
For
Because
United's sake, I hope it is
with the
soon.
number of players, with the quality of players we have right now, uh, should not be a problem.
Do you foresee a similar crisis what we have at the start of every season with our players not to our full fitness, match fitness, and having multiple issues? Do you foresee a similar start to our season than that of last year's or any other previous years?
No, as per me, it's been a there has been a lot more changes because if you see for our last season and first few matches or even the previous seasons, we one thing that was we either we got completely lost in the midfield or the creation department it was only a single person specific. We used to rely on Bruno a lot, whereas right now we can see lots of forward runs. We can see those precise passes from Casemiro.
Right now,
We
we are
can
still
see
relying on Bruno to, as he's the number nine on this formation. We are still relying on Bruno
yeah,
to give us some scoring chances.
yeah. But I have a fun question for you.
Hmm.
How do you like your coach to be very vocal from the sideline or like a calm person standing on the bench and giving you an instructions?
I think
How you prefer your
someone,
coach to be?
I would prefer my coach to be someone who's very calm and give me precise instruction. Because when you're onto the field, you get instruction from the players anyway. They call you if the man is on, if you have any passing extra man onto your passing lane. If there's any pass you can make, they already will point you towards the empty space where they want the pass to be made. So you already have a lot of things on your mind. But when I come close to the touchline, I want my coaches to exactly tell me what I need to improve or how can I approach it a little differently rather than uh, shouting outright and out loud the things I need to be doing all the time.
Got got your point.
I think that that is what we have been very used to being seeing on the touchline when Alex Ferguson was still around. Alex used to be furious when there would be something, and he would immediately go to the players and uh, tell them off. But else, he would be very calm and let his assistant coach dictate the pace of the game. He wouldn't go to the touchline on every ball to uh, shout at it. But I
Yes.
think with the modern managers, much like uh, Pochettino, Van Gaal, I think Van Gaal or Mourinho, wouldn't be considered modern managers, but I would still consider them. They are more hands-on and they prefer to be very vocal with the players. But sometimes it's a little too much information and a little it makes the situation a lot more complex than it is.
So one thing that being standing as a player, yeah, each and every player is playing on the ground. They have their view of the ground, like how they can see a pass and everything. But right now, if as in with the introduction of new technologies and everything, we can see uh, even during the gameplay what it was earlier, like they have to go to the boards
I think we
later
saw
at the
it the
time.
last match how they were using the tabs to make
Yes.
sure the players understand the tactics very well. So the tactics has evolved from clipboards to modern tabs, showcasing different situation and what is the expectation out of them.
So don't so do you think that it is right as it's become digital right now, and right now if you can just see, you are like getting an amused, but if as that's in getting telecasted and broadcasted, and that's on a real live match time, so don't you think like there's a chance of your like tactics may get leaked? The others also might get a hint of what are the tactics you are trying to
Maybe,
play.
maybe not, because I remember back when United let go of Mourinho and Mourinho joined Tottenham. There was a game we won, I think 1-0 with against Tottenham.
Rashford's goal.
I,
The
I
Rashford goal.
I think
Mourinho
so.
predicted the goal properly.
Yes. So not only that, he predicted what pass will
Who's gonna
Pogba
pass?
make,
Yeah.
and he talked about. I saw it in the All or Nothing documentary in Prime. I think
Amazon Prime.
Xerxes is getting ready. He's
Yes.
gonna be put right back on with
Control power and
Nistelrooy
everything.
saying final advices to him. But I saw in the All or Nothing documentary, talking about that exact specific passes, that exact switch of play Pogba does from his left or right foot onto Rashford. Just behind the defense, just to the edge of the penalty box, and that was the exact ball that I think there was 5 or 6 different balls to the same area he tried, and there was only one ball they failed to defend properly, and that resulted in the goal. So there are very small margins, even though you know what's coming exactly against you. Dealing with that, it's a different ball game.
I completely agree with you on that.
because on theory you know what everyone should have done or should do, but converting it to results, that is what good managers, good team leaders, players are capable of, and that's what they are paid high bucks to do so.
Yes. Seems like we are coming out of the tunnel.
A lot of discussion going on. Seems like the team talk had a effect onto the players.
Seems like, we as a fan will love to
I think
see
we should be showing Anthony's one eyebrow up face before we move on to the game, just to ensure our opponents doesn't settle down. We just show his face and then bring him
in
back to the
that case
bench.
I have Phil Jones. Then I can in that case I can use Phil Jones
No,
daily.
yeah, feel Joe. You
Phil
cannot play
Jones
a
is
video,
close
but
to
you can
the
always
captain.
put Anthony just right close to the touch line and ask him to make weird faces.
Yeah, so Zagzi is coming in. Let's see who is he replacing. Okay, he's replacing Mason Mount.
I think we saw it in the first half.
We saw it coming. Yeah.
I think even Ten Hag saw it coming. That's why right after the first half, straight away, Zuggs is back onto the pitch. I think he will hold up the ball a lot more. He will uh, have more
Also,
effective run behind the back line as well.
yeah.
The second half
Also,
starts.
if from the also the last gameplay, you see, Zagzi was very good at link up plays. He used to
Ooh,
come
that's close.
at
That's
the very
close.
deep position that close. Seems like it's the similar story that we saw in the first half. Brighton started with a very good intent, with a very direct approach of like attacking the goal within the first 20 seconds. Within the first 20 seconds.
Onana with the ball. If we don't have the best of the results this game, do you see anyone coming to United later this transfer window as a surprise? I think Garnacho is being asked to warm up as well.
Yes. Uh, I'm not sure if we are gonna do any new business once we complete Ugarte,
We
because
are
that
still
I think
missing a Marquee signing. We had two brilliant pieces of businesses, but both I think has is more towards reinforcements for the back.
do we need a Marquez? I think delete is also warming up.
Again, it's up to Ten Hag, but we have finished last year with a negative uh, goal margin.
GD.
Yes, so we would expect this United side to be more productive, to be more brave, fearless when going forward. And if we are unable to get many goal scorers between the team, we might need to look for some encouragement from other
Yes.
players. Um, Somehow we need to be scoring goals. I think all
Yes.
the best teams, the title winning teams, even though they concede, they always are in the game. And that's what we need someone, anyone who can, you know, be the X factor, be someone um, who can um, unnerve the opponent rather. It may not be a marquee signing. It might just be some academic graduate, but I still feel they have a little long way to go, not a little, to be available for first team. And there has been good options for us, decent ones at least, but still feel attacking wise we are one player short.
Yeah, but don't you think like right now we are one player short because of Hoyland injury?
Even if Hoyland
Because
is
Hoyland
not
is also
injured,
playing.
you'd expect one of your forwards to not able to make to the match squad, either on the some of the wingers or someone from the striker. The first issue is apart from Zirkzee is a different profile altogether, and apart from Zirkzee, there's not many number nine options, and I don't think Ten Hag rates Rashford quite high in terms of being a number nine. I tell you what, I would love to see at least small glimpses of Rashford into number nine as a uh, number seven onto the left wings. He's I feel struggling for last two matches, although he's putting in his efforts, but I think some of the times his actions are too predictable.
Yeah, and that becomes easy for the defender to stop him because as soon as Rashford starts running with the ball, he is unstoppable. But as soon as he stops, oh my goodness, you see the pouring.
Yeah,
It seems like the stands are becoming invisible.
not sure about the visibility from the field as well. You can see the
Yeah,
players sleeping as well. Xerxes with the long leg, good one touch, but gave it away.
good one, but
I am astonished by Mazero's fitness. I think he just fit right into this Ten Hag side. Um,
yeah, we were talking a lot about once the when Visakha wins out that who is the person who can just let feedback on the positions and just be a just like
I
plug
think
and
Wan
play.
Bissaka is an ideal defender if you're going against a lethal winger, but uh, a dangerous attack from Brighton.
Or also, Wan
Uh,
Bissaka also has a
cleared off the back from Diego Dallo.
yeah. I think
So Wan Bissaka
Brighton
is
has
a
also
world
lost
class
some
defender,
players
but if
also.
you have a lethal defender against you, not a lethal defender, if you have a lethal winger, like I still remember how he pocketed Sterling, how he helped us with our Carabao Cup final second half when he came in instead of Diego Dallo with Isaac and Almiron. They finding so much of spaces. He helped cut those spaces right off. But in terms of distribution, in terms of a lot of other qualities you seek into your side backs, it's not quite there. His left foot is not the best.
Hmm.
Even on his right foot, he doesn't have the best of the crosses or drilled cross, similar to Valencia. And right now, you don't want your footballers to be one-sided. You want them to be multi-dimensional. That is the result we have brought in Onana, so that we have, apart from the saving, we have another dimension of distribution onto the game. Similarly with Mazraoui, with his athleticism and his range of passes, I see him be a better fit for United on a side back position rather than Wan Bissaka. Sure, he'll have one or two lapses uh, in a game, but I think it gives you much more
Everyone will have doubts,
options.
man. That's not a
Yes, it and he gives you much more options when you're moving forward.
also he joins much more on the attacking side, giving that making that overlapping or on the underside run, underlap run. so that the winger position, right wing position also gets space to open
You
up.
can see that they have gone to a sort of 4-4-2, with them being the four in the midfield being very compact. Ball threaded through. I can see Rashford. Good ball from Bruno to Zirkzee. Let's see if
Good ball from
Bruno.
Zirkzee, but
He needed a better contact. You can
no.
already see Rashford being moved to number 10. The idea I was just talking to you about. How do you rate
Yes,
Rashford as a number 9? He went on with his knee, Bruno, rather than having a clean contact with his laces.
he tried with the feet ball. The ball hit the knee.
So, how do you rate Marcus Rashford as a number 9? Good chance, no, a little wayward.
I'll always give Rashford as a keep Rashford as a winger than a striker, but because he has a he can he can work on good take-ons on players. He has that pace to mm, like to run behind and everything. He can pass, but the way Rashford runs right now, or he tries to do the take-ons, it's becoming much more predictable.
Decent save from Onana. Welbeck threatening again.
Why our ex-players always hit us once they when they are playing against us?
Because United is the biggest, one of the biggest, if not the biggest club in the world, and scoring against United would sure shot your headline onto the next day's newspaper. So all the players, they are pumped, they get pumped up to perform against United just to come to the limelight. If you remember, that's how Ronaldo got scouted, because he gave West Brown a headache into the halftime with his movements. So that's how you impress them. That's how you get into uh, the topic of being discussed
Mhm.
onto Rashford.
Okay, it's offside. Oh,
Wayward.
it's an offside. It's an offside. Oh,
I think it's much closer to the corner flag rather than the goal.
yeah, I think Rashford knew that he was offside on the very first place.
I think Bruno's offside rather than Rashford.
Yeah, right. Sorry, Bruno. Yeah.
So United has formed his own sort of 4-4-2 with Xerxes and Rashford up front, Bruno going to the left hand side, and Ahmad onto the right. Mitoma chased by Mazeraoui. It's a foul. Good to see Milner still playing onto the Premier League level. With the amount of experience that he
Yes.
brings, um, this is very valuable for the Brighton side. And they're always dangerous in the set pieces.
Even this is a very dangerous position.
Off the bar,
Oh, it's a close save.
off the bar, and Maguire gets it away.
Okay, we just cleared with just whiskers away from a 2-0, and that was again from a well back header.
I think that's the difference between United and Brighton tonight. Their striker has had better supplies, and they look more likely to convert them.
Yes. I think converting chances to goal, that's like a 2 season long issue that we are struggling with. Converting our chances to goal.
Good build-up play from Brighton.
Wilbeck looks like a constant threat running behind the ball like a kid.
Mazraoui running on.
Mazerawi. Mazerawi to Ahmad. Ahmad back to Maguire, to Kobe, to Casemiro.
Good pass
Good
to
ball. Good ball.
shots and goal.
Goal!
I told you there would be more than one goal.
Amazing.
More than one goal to this one. Let's see if hopefully this is not offside.
Yes.
I think the VAR will have a check.
I
But
thought
as it
it's a
stand,
goal.
it's 1-1 for United, and
Yeah, it's a goal cause it's a deflection by their own defender.
no,
So
just
it's
have
a
to
goal that
see if
it's a,
hopefully Ahmad is not offside.
no, I guess not.
It's gonna be very tight.
Yeah, referee kept his flag down, linesman.
I think they'll have a
Was it
automatic
a
check.
touch or it's just like a whack? Oh no, it's a knee deflection. See the excitement from the on the bench.
Is the goal still being
Ten
changed?
Hag is excited.
Still being checked? The goal? Yes.
Yes, VAR is checking.
Possible offside.
No,
He's
there
on.
is an
He's
offside.
on. He's on.
He's on.
So
It's
the
goal.
goal stands.
Goal stands, and it stands at an hour mark. It's one each. Referee pointed that yes, it's a goal. Referee confirmed.
What do you think Ten Hag is shouting in terms of
Yeah,
instructions?
that was my question also. I guess they're asking to keep the fullbacks stay wide and uh, wingers to come short. I think that can be only one of the things that can happen.
Brighton straight on to attack after conceding the goal. Ah, that should be a
United
foul.
was very about to say United was very alert at the back. Just kept my word wrong.
I think even without the deflection, it was
Do you
going
think
into the
originally
bottom right hand side corner for the goalkeeper.
do you think it was originally it will go on the bottom right corner?
Yes, yes. Because
Because
the goalkeeper, ah, nice touch.
nice.
Ahmad,
Nice ball,
go on,
but
go on, Ahmad. Ahmad,
it
he
was
just
too
lost
wide.
his paces.
It's too
I
much too
think
tight.
the goalkeeper was already diving, so it would have gone in regardless.
Yeah.
Two United players colliding to gift Brighton the throw in,
Let's
and
see.
Garnacho is warming up, getting the final instructions and some electrolyte from the coaching staff.
You can see the passionate fans singing the song.
Do you think he'll replace? Do you think he'll replace Rashford or Ahmad?
He should replace Rashford because Ahmad right just now scored the goal. So I guess for this game, it's Rashford is gonna replaced.
Seems that way. Ball onto the left from Bruno.
Nice. Rashford is trying everything to
I think
win the
Heck
ball.
he had an amazing game so far. Good covering from uh good covering from him.
Yeah, we mm, we took our guess very properly. It's
Yes.
Rashford who is making way for Garnacho. He,
Do you think right now Zerki will
Garnacho
go
is gonna
back to
play.
number 9 and uh Garnacho will slot to the left hand wing position?
I guess Garnacho will again slot back to our traditional 4-5-4-2-3-1 position. Again playing Zirkzee as a singular number 9.
I think United will look now to play a little from the back, get their passing going on. It's always dangerous right after you shouldn't be leaving the ball without a whistle. That's very dangerous from Bruno. So right after
Yeah,
you scored a goal, that's when you're most vulnerable. There's a lapse of concentration. There's a lapse of or change in the way you position yourself. So they need to get their passing going on so they can come right back into the game. Passes to the
Garnacho.
left hand side.
mm, We'll
Ah,
see.
shot from
Casemiro
Casemiro.
tried a long. Yeah, Casemiro tried a long ranger.
Mito boundary left. 1-on-1 against Mazirawi. Decides to pass back.
Now standing
Ball.
at the situation, uh, are you gonna make a defensive substitute or you gonna make a offensive substitute?
I think I would just give the game another 5 to 7 minutes to see if addition of uh, Garnacho has made any difference. After that, maybe uh, I would bring on someone like Delete to have uh, our defense push a little bit higher, and maybe we can have someone like uh, give a chance to maybe Anthony or someone like uh, Ericsson to have a little more control over the game.
Do you think like for the last game we're gonna see a late introduction of Scott McTominay?
I hope like last game we have a late goal from United.
Yes. Whereas this time it's very early. We equalized the game within an hour mark. So we got another half an hour and we are
So
looking
we have close to 22 minutes
confident
to
in front of
get the
us.
winner.
Okay,
Dalot
okay.
moving on to the left hand channel. Pass it back to Garnacho. Garnacho with a cross, controlled by Diallo.
Controlled. Okay. It was okay. No, we haven't lost the position, but the
Uh,
lost the play. Yes.
we won back the position. Good cover up by Zugzi. Maguire unsure about who to pass the ball. Pass it to Diallo. Back to Maguire. On to Licha.
Onana. Okay, we got a opening. We got a opening. No,
Just short.
I think from the last half of the season we saw good progress in distribution
Good
in
attack from
the
Brighton.
dangerous ball.
Good block from Maguire.
I think from the last half of the season
Bruno has acres of
we saw
space. Passing on to Amad
improvement.
Diallo. We have 4 on 4.
Ahmad, Ahmad,
On to Bruno.
Ahmad. It's a
It's a
goal.
goal.
It's a goal. It's a goal.
Garnacho scores.
Garnacho.
It's 2-1 for United. Garnacho scores. We almost saw it coming, right? He missed a sitter last
We
match.
almost. It
Uh,
was one of my
and
favorite
Diallo,
also,
he
but the
put
score
it on a
came
plate
little
for,
later.
yeah, he put it on a plate for Bruno to either take a shot or pass it across the goal. And a good
Bruno
recovery. It
gets the
started with the
corner
recovery
and
from
Maguire.
Casemiro. Yeah, Bruno is onside.
Yeah,
I
Bruno is onside.
Right now we need to check
It's
if
an
Bruno is
onside. I
on
guess
as well.
that's an onside pass.
Yes, he's onside,
Yes.
and that is always gonna be onside. Did he have a touch? Oh, did Zugzi have a touch?
Did Xerxes have a touch? No, I guess not.
Yes, he did. He did. He did. He did. I think the goal.
Oh no, he did.
I think the goal might not stand. It's gonna be very tight. He had a touch. Yes,
It's a very unlucky situation.
I think he shouldn't have gone up. He should have stood down itself. Ten Hag rightfully
Yeah,
not happy.
who's gonna know that this sort of yeah, who's gonna know?
This almost feels like Nanny too. I think they're ready with the decision. It's offside.
Yeah, it's an offside. The goal has been called off.
I think this feels like Nanny to Ronaldo.
Yes, but without the reaction here, without the reaction from Ronaldo.
Yeah, possible offside. I think
This was a bad luck, what I can say.
they're bringing in fresh reinforcement to the field. Do you think we can get one more into next 18 odd minutes that we have?
I guess we
This is
are
a
going
heartbreaker.
to
We
have back,
were on our
but
toes.
both were disallowed due to offside. But we so far passed their goalkeeper three times. So I guess we can surpass them fourth time also, considering the number of chances we are making now and the way we are playing. We should be. Do you think that as United change their formation and or changing their formation
Good
dynamically,
steal from
it is
Diallo.
giving them an edge
Uh, Lays it
over
off to Garnacho
um,
with acres of space but not much support behind him. He's waiting on some
Garnacho
overlap.
to
United keep the position.
referring signals a play on. Okay,
The
we
pass
lost
should
the
have been
ball and
better.
Brighton is starting
Brighton is
their
attacking
counter
4 to
attack.
4. You can good
Oh,
tackle from Maguire.
nice confirmation.
Whenever they are on attack, you can see
Good
already
grab.
there are player running to the defense. Um, I think
Yes.
Brighton are showing some good intent, but we have to be up for it.
These are the games. Like apart from that, if you want to be in the top 4 or 5 positions, you have to win these sorts of games. You cannot draw these games. These are the games that gonna haunt you a lot throughout the season because
And
every
Brighton
time
has been one place which always haunts us. We didn't have best of memories, prettiest of memories, I'd say. Dangerous ball into box.
yes,
Is it a foul? It's a foul from close
it's
to
a
the
foul.
penalty area.
So is there gonna be any card? I guess not. It's a very dangerous situation as it's like it's quite in front of the goal, so the scoring angles.
I think we were just
Yes,
discussing
right.
that Brighton are very well drilled and they usually do very good from the uh, from
Set
set
piece, yes.
pieces, and this is one set piece which is just in front of the box.
Like
So, and I think Billmore,
also in a very dangerous position where you can let the ball do all the movements here.
and with the rain
You can
falling
get
through,
one
it gets a lot difficult, especially if you can get
much
it to
more hard.
deep in a little bit towards the end.
Yes.
Brighton manages breaking a sweat.
Was that a sweat or it's just like the raindrops?
Uh, I hope that's a sweat.
Okay. That's the moment of truth with the whistle. They're ready for the free kick
Straight to the
and
wall.
it's blocked. Okay,
The
another
second ball,
chance. Onana saves it.
Onana holds on, goes on for counter. That should be a foul,
Foul.
right? That's a foul from. Uh,
Now that's a foul.
yeah,
Now that's they
I
will
think that's gonna be a
given
card.
the foul and give a yellow. Wow.
I think that was more of a technical foul. He had to draw in the foul because else the break would have been on. So I think
Okay, now we're
McTominay,
gonna
your
have a
wishes are
very
coming true. McTominay and Delayed, both of them are coming in.
yeah.
I think Mainu might get subbed off and Maguire. That's what I feel. And
Even me
McTominay,
feel
you
the
have to
same.
give
I
props to
think
him. He has been always a goal scoring midfielder who arrives very late onto the box. So might as well.
he's more like our super sub.
Welbeck is going away.
Okay,
That's
it's
a,
also
a good sight to see. Here is a goal scored by Welbeck. Faintest of touches, but sometimes that will do the job.
by the way, are you happy with today is with the 1-1 result, or you are satisfied with the results,
Not
or
entirely.
it's like it was a 3-pointed missed in the ground.
I think they're
Okay,
taking off
Bruno
Bruno.
is taking
Yes.
going off. Bruno is going away, making place for Scott McTominay. So it's pretty evident that he will be playing up to an advanced role.
And yes, Maguire is coming off. At least my prediction goes right.
Yeah.
And I think I always thought Delete fits in very well into the United shirt. Uh, Here onto this season as well.
Look,
It's almost that the shirt where somewhere in his heart good take
yeah,
from Onana. Distributed well, good touch.
straight to McTominay. Mc, McTominay takes it, charges through, and it's earns a throw in
I think we are coming close to the last 10 minutes for the game.
the last crucial 10 minutes plus with the add-in times. Oh, the goalkeeper came flying through
Yes. To Xerxes.
Okay.
Diallo is had to remain on side. Marginally off. Onana searching for options. There is the Ahmad goal.
It looks good when seeing the goal,
Dangers from
but
Onana, but
it looks
we
very,
settle for a corner.
yeah, nice save from Munana.
He had to get that perfectly right, else he would have given away a penalty
It's
and a red card maybe.
yeah, and he would be sent off. Okay, it's again a corner. Another corner, I guess.
They're putting the ball on two very good spots into the penalty box.
Not only shots also, so it's like you have to defend, or it's gonna end up to a vacuum net. Onana comes out and punches
Punches the ball away.
header. Zergzi, Zergzi to McTominay. It's towards and again to a empty space. So Brighton got the ball back.
They play it back to goalkeeper.
Even Brighton is planning to play from the back right now. You saw you saw McTominay as playing as a striker. McTominay doing all the charges, whereas Zirkzee
Maybe McTominay helps cover a lot of ground, and
also
he
he
has
started his career as striker.
yes, and he has a much more fresher pair of legs.
And every time McTominay scored when he was played to a much more forward role. Yeah,
So close yet
seems
so
like
far.
Zirkzee was not sure.
He was determined to get his
Even
second goal on the run
yeah, okay, it's a nice
corner.
run from Garnacho on the corner. It's again the same situation. It's we again to a tied and its match comes to an 85th minute. Can we see a replay of last match? Because around this time only we scored the goal in last match. So can we see a replay here?
I think if we have good intent, we'll get the goal.
Last match it was can this match it be delete?
Drilled ball to Garnacho. Back to Ahmad.
We got the position back again. Okay, nice ball, but it's a
A little too
just
far away
routine
from
catch. It's just like a routine catch for the goalkeeper.
5 final minutes of regulation time. That's what separates these two sides. Floated ball played onto the
Let's
right
watch
hand side.
who's gonna go with the 3 points and or we are gonna go with 1 point each.
Good cover, uh,
Good
but we
cover.
gave it away.
No, we got it back. Mainu to McTominay. McTominay.
Plays onto the left hand channel.
Okay.
Garnacho.
To Garnacho. Garnacho.
And
Nice
the yellow
cover
slips.
from Mainu. Okay, so sorry, the yellow. Seems like Brighton wants to keep the position of the ball. They are trying to keep the position just to frustrate United players, but United got the ball. It's a long ball to Garnacho. Garnacho got the ball just outside of the penalty box. He dribbles past one to the goal.
Ah, Mainu just waving his hands, uh, frustrated almost
Yeah.
to get the ball. Good tackle from Casemiro. Referee asks the player to play on.
Ask
Dangerous
the player
runs
to
made in
play
the
on.
middle.
It's a tackled
Plays onto
down.
the right
But
hand side. Will we see
don't. Yeah.
a dangerous ball? But no. Onana comes to clear the ball up.
Okay, we charge up. We charged up. Charging up. No. Okay. Okay, now you have seen 180 minutes of gameplay. Do you want to comment on how we are playing this season?
I think. Oh, nice bit of skill from Mainu.
Nice.
Wayward passes. I think we have been much
Oh,
more compact.
nice tackle.
That should be a
Nice
foul.
tackle. It
That should be
was,
a foul.
yeah.
And that's the first yellow card for Brighton players. So we have been much more compact onto the the middle with uh, Mainu and Casemiro providing good cover for the back four. But at the same time, I think we need to be a lot more clinical onto a final third. We need to move the ball a lot more quicker, and maybe that would help. I think Anthony
So
is coming in
I
for the final
yes,
1 minute of
final
regulation
seconds
time plus extra time.
regulation time. Yeah. One
Gilmore is
thing
coming off.
that is from one question that is I'm asking it from a Brighton point of view. So they got yes for the last season. Ansu Fati was a player for Brighton. He played I think some good amount of he got a good amount of game time also, but it was a loan move for them. So don't you think it would be a good chance right now, even standing from current point of view, they can take back
Anthony
Ansu
is
Fati because
replacing Ahmad.
Ansu Fati.
Yes, I think it might be good chances for the uh, reserve players, and I think Brighton had been planning that way, uh, so that the finances are clear at the same time.
Okay,
Straight to Anthony. Let's see if he can
so
produce his
Anthony,
touch from Arsenal. Ah, that's
did he
Mazraoui.
really produce?
Ah,
Mazerawi
short to
tried.
weak. 7 minutes of
Okay,
added time.
Casemiro is asking for a handball check.
Good cover from Dalot.
So do you think 7 minutes it's a good time to score a game, score a
Seven
goal
minutes are
to provide
enough,
to win a game?
enough of time for United to try and break the shackles. Bad pass from Casemiro. Casemiro lunging in, misses the ball, thankfully. Else it would have been a card. Misses the players as well. Uh, Scott McTominay colliding with one of the Brighton players. Zuggsy putting in a lot of energy. The match is quite end to end. I think both
Right
both
now, all
groups
the
of
pitches
players
that you
trying
are
to
seeing.
attack.
Oh no!
Dangerous ball, flighted onto penalty area. Still, the danger is not over.
Mazerawi earned a okay. So they tried to take the free kick quickly, but no. Referee said no. But we considered a free kick on a very dangerous area. Brighton seems no hurry to taking the free kick. Okay. Okay.
We get it cleared. Still,
Nice.
the ball is
We
inside the
got
box. Off to a Brighton throw in.
off to a Brighton throw now. United seems much more like stuck to a shell. You can see all the
Without Bruno, I think it's
pressure of
getting very difficult for United players to transition the ball onto the final third. The quality of ball is lacking, and Brighton seems to be making the
okay,
most use of it.
it's a very dangerous. Okay. Hmm. Seems like okay.
Agonizingly
Just
close.
lost the ball.
I think Onana would be thankful that it didn't deep into the end.
Would love to see that ball sailing over the bar. At such time, it will be a pretty good sign for scene for him. He would love to see the
Good
ball
take
staying away
from
from the
Mainu, but
box.
he couldn't keep it.
But United need to push much more, attack much more, so that Unana stays relieved, we stays relieved.
Once again, an attack back from Brighton. Cross onto the box, cleared by Delete
It's a
for a corner.
nice save by delete. It's a nice one by delete. He predicted the path of the ball and lunges he lunges his body. Okay, 94 minute.
That's a dangerous one
Okay,
onto the
the
box.
ball is the ball
Ah!
is still there, and
We
no,
just conceded onto the last possible minute. I think it's the reverse of United.
no, we still have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We have still 3 minutes of game. 2.5 minutes. Games are still there. Yeah, boy. That was the same reaction. Same reaction for us from us also.
I think second half United has shown much more improvement, but Brighton showed more resilience and they kept them interested. We couldn't really clear the box,
And it was much more landed like a
and there were no one, absolutely no one
no
onto the
one
second
on.
post.
Yes.
There were three Brighton players, but no one onto the second post. All you had to do is just put the ball right across the goal. As simple as that. No offsides, nothing. I think with the game at 96th minute, it's
Yeah.
nearly
Let's see.
impossible for an
Let's
equalizer.
see if there is an United spirit back there, or it's again like a humiliating defeat.
I think losing against Brighton, we lose the position once more. Losing against Brighton has been more of a routine start of the season for United. No wonder Brighton have been heavily tipped to win this game. They scored the first and can't say that they don't deserve to win this match. They have been uh, putting on some really good pressure. They uh, they had fair bit of luck.
They kept their resilience, they kept their fighting going on. At
I think
times,
with
very
that
clear.
foul, it might be the last kick of the game. Ten Hag not very happy.
Bruno and Ahmad looks devastated. I think referee will give us a last chance, last attack to build, because we got the throw in. No, I guess. Okay, we are on the borrowed time, and I guess the final whistle gonna blow at any time soon.
Brighton fans ecstatic.
Brighton. I think the Eagles have flied, whereas the Devils
I think that's the final whistle. And with that,
got stuck. And see all the joy on the Brighton side, whereas Ten Hag looks just like devastated, doing a handshake. Lads played really good game, but yeah, seems like our finishing is still an headache.
Yes, I think
We'll
we
get
need to finish our chances. We need to
yeah,
create better
I think
qualities of balls coming
we'll
to the
get shaking
box.
hand with Johnny Evans.
That's
Definitely,
a unlikely reunion,
we're
but
shaking hand with Johnny Evans.
we are happy to see it.
Unlikely reunion because they used to share ground together.
Definitely. And with that, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Uh, had an interesting match. I
A
thought
tough match.
United would have been the favorites, and United played decently well. I would not say they played bad, but Brighton, they just edged out in terms of the energy on field, in terms of the passion, the execution. I think they take the game. Moments of uh, lapse of concentration that has costed United the game, and it would have been very different had the chance from Garnacho it stood. But hopefully, um, we can take some learnings from this game and move on to the next one.
Yeah, it's a tough game week, but yeah, we got glimpses of good game. We got glimpses, and I hope these sparks will ignite fire in the coming season. Tough game, tough week. We'll come back very strong in the next Liverpool. The next week is the Liverpool match, so we will be on a. I think that's we will be on a good way from the Liverpool match. So see you there. Till that time,
Hopefully.
thank you guys.
Thanks everyone. No one tuned in though, but
Thank
still,
you.
um, thanks everyone for joining in. Goodbye from our side. On to the next one. GGMU.